Our past paper questions of maths and physics from IMAT 2019 paper. So our very first question is of physics, which is 59th, right? And it basically asks us a car which is initially stationary accelerates for 5.0 seconds at 4.0 meter per second square, which means acceleration is given to us. So acceleration is given to us which is 4.0 meter per second square, right? And then time is also given to us, which is 5 second, right? And then along a straight road, it then continues in the same direction for 20 seconds at a constant speed. What is the maximum speed of the car? And what is the distance traveled by a car in the final 20 seconds of its motion? So initially they are asking us about the maximum speed of the car, right? They've asked us about this. So basically the formula which we're going to apply here would be Vf is equal to Vi plus AT. Now see, the initially car was stationary. Stationary means the initial velocity of the car is 0, right? So 0 plus acceleration is given to us which is 4, time is given to us which is 5. So the final velocity or the maximum velocity is 4 into 5, which is 20 meter per second. So we have found our velocity, we have found our maximum speed. Now we are supposed to find the distance, okay, for the final 20 seconds of the motion, right? So basically how we're gonna find this distance would be by this formula. V is equal to S by T. This relation we already know, right? And velocity is basically just change of time, right? Change of speed, sorry. So now we are supposed to find this distance, and velocity and time is already given to us. So velocity into time, S is equal to velocity is 20. So 20 into time is what? Our time is 20 seconds, right? So 20. So S equals 0, 0, 2 into 2 is 4, right? So 400 meter is the distance which is traveled by a car in the 20 seconds. So our velocity is 20 meter per second and distance is 400. Distance is 400 meter, velocity is 20 meter per second. So our B is the correct option, right? So now we are going to solve question 54. So now question 54. The mean mass of 3 babies is 2.1 kg. The range of their masses is 0.7 kg. The lightest baby has a mass of 1.8 kg. What is the median mass of 3 babies? So basically they have given us the mean mass of 3 babies, which is 2.1 kg, right? So we know that initially the mean formula is total sum upon total number, right? This is the formula that we use to find the mean of 3 babies. So mean of 3 babies is already given to us, which is 2.1, right? This total sum TS we are finding, and total number of babies is what? 3, right? So 3. For finding the sum, 3 would be multiplied by 2.1, right? So TS would be 3 2s are 6, 0.3 are 3. So 6.3 is the sum of all the masses of the babies, right? Range is given by 0.7 kg. And the formula for finding the range is largest minus smallest. Largest value minus smallest value. So largest minus smallest is the formula for finding the range, right? And range is already given to us, which is 0.7 kg. Largest value, of course, we don't know, minus smallest, lightest baby is of 1.8 kg, right? So 1.8 kg. Largest is equal to 0.7 This is of negative here. When it will go there, it will be plus, right? So plus 1.8. L is equal to 7, 8 is 5.1 here, 2, right? So 2.5 is the mass of the largest baby. So basically, the smallest baby is of 1.8 kg, right? They have asked us to find the median. Median is just a middle value. So we are supposed to find this middle value, and largest baby mass is 2.5 kg. We have three babies, right? So we'll have three masses of the babies. The lightest baby is 1.8. The largest baby or the heaviest baby is 2.5. Now we are just supposed to find the mass of third baby, and the total mass of all the babies is 6.3, right? So if we subtract these both masses, we'll have our middle mass, right, as well, the remaining mass of the body. So 2.5 minus 1.8, which comes out to be 2, right? 2.0 kg. So the middle mass, or the center mass of the baby, is what? It is 2.0. So 2.0 is option number D. This is the correct answer. So I hope this was very simple, not difficult at all. Now we are going to solve our third question, and third question is again very easy as well. Let me read the question for you guys first. A stone of density 5.20 gram per centimeter cube and volume 200 centimeter square is completely submerged in a liquid of density 1.20 gram per centimeter cube. What is the magnitude of the upthrust acting on a stone? So basically, we are supposed to find the magnitude of the upthrust force. Now see, what is upthrust? Upthrust is the upward force exerted by liquid on an object. It is upward force. Okay, it is upward force exerted by liquid on an object. Or the second definition of upthrust is weight of displaced. The initial definition is upward force exerted by the liquid on an object, and the second definition of upthrust is weight of displaced liquid. Weight of displaced liquid, right? Weight of displaced liquid. So basically, this weight means weight is equal to mg, right? Weight of displaced liquid is W is equal to mg, right? For finding the weight of anything, you have a formula called mass into gravity. So what you are supposed to do for finding the weight or the weight of displaced liquid is by multiplying or having the product of mass and gravity. So basically, what are we given with? We are given with density, right? And density is nothing but it is mass per unit volume, right? Mass per unit volume. Density is 5.20. I'm sorry, density is here. Liquid of density 1.20. So density is 1.20 equals mass, we don't know, right? And volume is 200 centimeter cube. 200 centimeter cube. For finding the mass, 1.2 into 200. So what mass comes out to be is 240 kg. But everything is given in gram, right? So we are supposed to convert this 240 kg into gram. And how are you gonna convert this? By dividing it by 1000. By dividing it by 1000, right? So 0 cancel with this 0. 24 into 10 power minus 2, which means point is here. It will move two values on the left hand side. So 0.24 kg, not kg, however, now in gram. because we have converted from kg to gram. So now we are just supposed to find this upthrust, right? So weight is equal to mg. Now we have found our m as well. We are now have found our m as well. Now we are just supposed to multiply that m with gravity, which is 10 meter per second square, right? So weight is equal to 0.24. Gravity is 10. So basically just, you know what, moving this point on the right hand side. So weight is now 2.4 and the unit of weight is Newton, right? Newton. So 2.4 Newton. 2.40 Newton or 2.4 Newton both have same meaning. So E is the correct answer we have gotten. E is the correct answer we have gotten. Now our fourth question is, a fixed mass of an ideal gas is compressed at constant temperature. Temperature is constant and constant temperature means isothermal, right? Isothermal. The pressure is recorded continuously as the volume decreases. The pressure is on y-axis, okay? So this is our y-axis, right? Here we have got our pressure and volume is on x-axis. So this is our x-axis. Here we have got our volume. Are plotted on a linear scaled graph. Which statement describes the plotted line? Now see, where isothermal, where temperature is constant and we are supposed to find the relationship between pressure and volume, you must know Boyle's law. Boyle's law says the pressure of gas is inversely proportional to volume. Wait for a moment. The pressure of gas is inversely proportional to volume given that temperature is constant, which means isothermal graph. Isothermal graph. When pressure increases, volume decreases. So its graph would be, give me a second, please. So its graph would definitely be like this, right? Where pressure is here, right? This is my P1 and this is my V1, right? V1 is here and P2 is here and V2 is here. What we saw basically is, give me a moment. See, when pressure was maximum, P1 was maximum, V1 was very small, right? V1 was very small. So V1 was small. When P2 got very small, V2 got very huge. Okay, V2 got very huge. So this is inverse relation in which our slope is curved and it has negative gradient. Negative gradient means it is decreasing. It is decreasing. If you see, the graph has decreased, which means it is negative and the graph is curved, right? So a curved line with negative gradient of decreasing magnitude. The B option is the correct answer. A curved line with negative gradient. Negative gradient means it is decreasing with magnitude, right? So we have gotten our this answer. 57th question. What is the highest common factor of 360, 500 and 700 given as the product of powers of its prime factors? Basically, for finding the highest common factor of these three numbers, we are initially supposed to find the common factors, the highest factors of these numbers individually. So initially we are supposed to find of 360 initially with 2, right? 2 ones are 2, 1 here. 2 eights are 16, 0, right? 2, 2 nines are 18 and 0. 2 fours are 8, 1 here, 5s are 15. Now with 3 table, right? So 3 ones are 1 here, 5s are 15. 3 5s are 15. 5 ones are 5. So what factors did we get from here? 2 power 3, right? How many 2 are here? There are 3 2s, right? So 2 power 3 into, there are 2 3s, so 3 power 2 into, there is 1 5, so into 5. Now we are supposed to find the factors of 500. Okay, so here we are finding 500 factors. Initially with 2, of course. So 2 2s are 4, 1 here, 5s are 10, and 0. Again 2, 2 1s are, 2 2s are 4, and here of course 5s are 10. And if I apply 3 table here, it won't be divided. So let's apply 5 ka table here. So 5 2s are 10, 2 here, 5 5s are 25. Again 5, again 5, 5 5s are 25. Again 5, 5 1s are 5. So how many 2? 2 power 2, 5 power 3, right? So 5 power 3. Now we are supposed to find of 700. So let's find for 700 here. Initially with 2, so 2 3s are 6, 1 here, 5s are 10, 0. 2 1s are 2, 1 here, 7s are 14, 1 here, 5s are 10, right? Now with, we can't divide it by 3 ka table, right? So let's divide it by 5 table. So 5 3s are 15, 2 here, 5s are 25. So 5 7s are 35, and 7 1s are 7. So its vectors are 2 power 2 into 5 power 2 into 7. Now what are the common in these three? Common in these three. So what I am saying right away is 2 power 2 is common, right? 2 power 2 is here as well, 2 power 2 is here as well, and 2 power 3 is here, which means 2 power 2 it has also, right? So 2 power 2 is common. For now, if I see 3 square, so 3 is not here, 3 is not here as well, which means we have to avoid 3 now. If I take 7, 7 is here only, it's not here, it's not here, which means 7 is not common as well. Now let's take 5. So here we have only 5 power 1, here we have 5 power 3, here we have 5 power 2. So we'll have to take only 5 power 1 as common. Okay, so 2 power 2 into 5, 2 power 2 into 5 is option D, which is our correct answer. I hope this question was easy, not difficult. Now we are supposed to find or solve question number 58, right? What is the sum of the solutions to the equation? Equation is given to us where x is the real number and x is not equal to 0 and x is not equal to 2 as well, right? Because if we apply 2 here, 2 minus 2 is 0, and 0 in the denominator would be equal to infinity, which we don't have to make. We don't have to make an answer equal to infinity at all. So we are just supposed to find where our x is not equal to 0 and our x is not equal to 2 as well. So what's our question? Initially, let's copy down the question once so that it becomes easy for us. Let's use this color for now. Okay. So our question is 3 by x plus, this pen is not fine. Give me a moment. Fine, we have to go with it now. So 3 upon x plus 2 upon x minus 2 equals 1. So initially we are supposed to find the LCM of these two, right? So the LCM of these two would be x into x minus 2. So basically x is present here. We have to multiply 3 with x minus 2, right? So 3 into x minus 2. So 3x minus 3 2s are 6, right? Plus x minus 2 is already present here. We have to multiply 2 with x now. So 2x equals 1. Now cross multiply it, or this is in the division here, and when it will go there, it will be multiplied. So 3x plus 6 plus 2x equals 1 into x minus 2. So 3x plus 2x is 5x, right? Plus 6 equals x into x is x square minus x into 2 is 2x. Now let's do it here. Okay, so basically when we take this 5x on the right hand side, it would be of minus. So x square minus 2x minus 5x is it is minus 7x, right? And plus 6x, when it will move there on the right hand side, it will be minus 6, right? Equals 0. So now we are supposed to find the answer of it. Okay. This is of negative 6 here. Why have I written here positive 6? This would be positive then. This is negative, okay? This is negative. So see here, this is negative. So this is negative, okay? When it will go there on the right hand side, it would become positive then. Now we have to just take middle term break. So 1 into 6. The initial coefficient would be multiplied by the last constant term, which is 1 into 6. So it is equal to 6. Now we have to find the factors of 6, right? And we have to sum the factors then in order to make this middle term, which is minus 7. So can I multiply minus 1 into minus 6? So minus into minus is plus, right? And plus 6 would come, which is this, right? Now I have to take the sum of these two factors in order to make my middle term. So minus 1 minus 6 equals minus minus plus minus 7. So now we have gotten our middle term as well. Now let's write it. Sorry. X square minus x minus 6x. Basically, instead of this minus 7x, now we are writing these two factors, right? So minus 6x plus 6 equals 0. Now we are supposed to find the common. So from here, the common is x, right? So x minus 1. From here, the common is what? Minus 6. So x minus 1 equals 0. What is common? X minus 1 is common, equals 0, of course. X minus 6 left. So x minus 6 equals 0. From here we got x equals 1, x equals minus 6. When it would go there, it would be plus. Now we are supposed to find the sum of the solutions of the equation, right? Sum of the solutions of the equation. Solution of the equation is just the answers of x, right? So the sum of these two would be 1 plus 6 is 7. So let's see if we have gotten 7 in our option. Yes, we have. Option E is the correct answer. Let's go and solve the second last question for today, which is which of the following expression is equal to this expression. So this expression is given to us. We are supposed to find the value of n, right? We are supposed to find the value of n. So let's just change the color a bit. Okay. So 8 can be written as 2 power 3, right? As like 2 into 2 into 2. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 6, 4 2s are 8, right? So 8 can be written as 2 power 3. So instead of this 8, I'm writing 2 power 3. And already on the top of 8, we had a 2n. So multiplied by 2n. Then multiply by, again 4 can be written as 2 power 2, right? Which means 2 into 2. 2 into 2 is 4, right? So instead of 4, I'm writing 2 power 2. Again, it has power of n upon 2 power n. Now if I multiply the powers, 2 power 3 into 2 is 6n into 2 power 2n, right? Upon 2 power n. If bases are same, this we have already studied. If bases are same, power would be added. So 1 power 1 power 1 1 plus 2, right? So if bases are same, power would be added. basis is same, 2 is same. So we just have to add the powers when these both are multiplying. So 6 plus 2 is 8n, right? Upon 2n. When bases are same, and they are in division, so the power would be subtracted. 2 minus 1 is 1 then, right? So basically 2 power 8n minus this power would be subtracted, right? Minus n. So 2 power 7n. This is the answer. 2 power 7n. C is the correct answer. Now let's solve our last question for today. Which is two charged particles P and Q are 0.1 meter apart. The charge on P is 1.50 into 10 power minus 7 coulomb and the charge on Q is 1.50 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb. Particle P experiences an electrostatic force of magnitude F because it is near to the charge on particle Q. The distance between the two particles is increased to 0.20 meter. The charge on P is now increased to 4.50 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb and the charge on Q is increased to 6.00 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb. So basically two situations was given to us, right? What is the magnitude of the force that particle P experiences now? So they have asked us to find the final force, the new force, you may say, the new force. So basically we have two situations, right? Situation 1. In situation 1, the radius is what? The radius is 0.10 meter, right? And the charge on P, which means Q1 on P, is what? 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 7, right? And the charge on Q, which means charge 1 on Q is 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 7. So basically now they have given us new situation from here. Let's change the color. And according to new situation, now the radius becomes 0.20, right? And the charge 2 on P is now increased to 4.5 into 10 to the power 7, right? Minus 7. And the charge 2 on Q is now 6.0 into 10 to the power minus 7. Now we are supposed to find the force, right? So basically now how we are supposed to find, let's see the difference. Radius is increased by 2 times, right? Radius is increased by 2 times because if we multiply this 0.10 into 2, it would be 0.20, right? Charge on P is increased by how many times? It is increased by 3 times because if I multiply 1.5 into 3, 3 5s are 15, 0.1 here, 3 1s are 3 and 4. So 4.5, which is 4.5, which means charge on P is increased by what? It is increased by 3 times. Charge on Q is increased by 4 times. How 4 times? If I multiply this 1.5 into 4, 4 5s are 20, right? 2 here, 0.4 1s are 4 and 4 plus 2 is 6, right? So it is 6.0, which means it is increased by 4 times. If I see overall force is increased by how many times? The formula for finding the force is directly proportional to the product of their charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Now the charges are increased by, you know what, 3q1. Okay, the initial charge is increased by 3 times and the final charge is increased by 4 times. So 4q1 and the distance is increased by how much? 2 times, right? And radius square, so 2 square, right? Force is equal to 3 into 4 is 12, right? Now leave the Q1 and Q2 for now because we are just seeing the effect on the force, right? So upon 2 2s are 4. 12 divided by 4 is 4 1s are 4, 3s are 12. So 3 times the force. Force is increased by 3 times, which means 3F, right? 3F. We have gotten our answer. This is the answer. I hope it was easy, not difficult. And we have now solved our all the questions from past paper 2019.